How are we doing here? Yeah. Alrighty. Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. We're here in Europa Universalis 4, EU4, a game that I seem to be hopelessly and consistently wanting to play more and more of, even though it is one of those games where that you just play and then you're like, what am I doing in this game for? Why am I doing this to myself? Today we're gonna play as Sweden. We're gonna try to go for a couple achievements. Let's just load into Sweden and see what those achievements we can get are. Let's see what they are. Sog, welcome in. How you doing? Hope all is good with you. We're going for probably Sweden controlling all the Baltic, Sweden winning the religious war, and then there's one more Swedish achievement specifically. And there's some other ones that we can probably pick up along the way that we have yet to do ourselves. Like converting to Protestant and unlocking the 3 aspects of faith. We have not done that. And the one, the Sweden is not overpowered. Super Trooper, starting as Sweden, enact allotment system. What is that? Have 80 regiments of Karolines raised at the same time, and that's use Poland against Muscovy in the start. Yeah, my plan was to get, well, we have to get Neva and this province if we wanted to control all the Balkans, so that we can prevent the Muscovites from forming Russia and seeing how that goes. But we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Let's look at our tree. I actually going into this pretty blind. Don't do the focus where you take Polish crown, just conquer them. What is, oh, this one. Stabilize this one. Why, what is that? Just it changes stuff for you? The reward of the mission depends on the choice of the advantage crown. Is it just like not worthwhile, the mission? Is that why you're saying don't do that? Either way, we have a couple missions that we need to look at before I do anything. Total army size, at least 100%. And then this gives us aspects of things. Looks like Poland, Lithuania, and England are all haters against our ruler. We should just go ahead. How many troops do we need? 4. Let's go ahead and just get those 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll come up in the world, and then we will do our state. It's very hard to get the personal union. Just okay, gotcha. Not worth the headache and a half. We don't have a good economy, but I think that's a lot to do with the forts. We have so many forts. These two make sense. This one is our capital fort. I'm almost hesitant, but would it make sense to delete this one? Seeing as this is going to be a straight, it would make more sense to have like a fort in this area, like one right here that defends this like crossing, because this we can defend with the ships and such, but maybe that's silly to just delete something like that, but it is costing us a whole ducat, and we could get a whole ducat back. So I think we'll just delete Abo's fort, unless that's required for a mission, which I'd be very surprised if a mission was surrounding a fort specifically. Yeah, support of the states. Have at least 3 privileges granted to at least 2 of these states. Okay. We're going to delete this. That should fix our economy stuff a little bit. We're going to get our monthly, and then we'll get our this one, and then we'll do this one. And should we do military advisor? Probably not yet. Just, I guess cash is important. Getting a better general would be nice, but I think a couple events get us. The game is Europa Universalis 4, EU4. That's what it's called. And we can't do this because why? You currently cannot do this privilege, not enough crown lands to give away. I see. Well, I guess we'll take some crown lands and then take it that way. Unfortunately. Anything else? We can get some debt taken on there. Should we do the general? I always like the general one, but it's probably not necessary. Let's do military advisor then, and summon a diet. Papal State likes us. Upon completing this, you get a general with 60 tradition. Is not in this war, attacked the leader of Sweden, causes independence. Yeah, let's do that one. Cool. That should change once we unpause. Does that mean our missions are there? Have at least 3 privileges granted to at least 2. Okay, so we need to grant more privileges. The other one I like is this one. And then these guys are already going to be pissed off at us, aren't they? But what's the other one? Maybe we do the... No, that's going to give them too much authority, I think. Okay, thank you for the thing. Fort? Bang, bang. Fort? What do you mean by fort? Is there a fort policy? I forget. Doge, welcome in. How you doing? I don't want to give them any more stuff, but oh, EU4. Yes, sir. He is her. Let's do this one. So that mission's done. Now only estates with 3 privileges will make you the event support estate. Wonder what that event looks like. Is employing a military advisor. We can do that once we do this too. We can take the... Probably gonna have to reset because I'm just flying at the seat of my pants, as is tradition here at Do It for Bruce, where we just make decisions on, and then sometimes those decisions make sense and then sometimes they don't. Let's do this guy. And then let's take this mission. I want to see what this event is. Oh, I see. Okay. It's going to give them influence and legitimacy, and it's going to give us stuff in return. Papal influence plus 200. And then Stockholm will the seat of the new cardinal, Sweden debt with the clergy until the end of the game. Ooh. That's not great. Yearly legitimacy comes down. Influence goes up. Whereas the burghers start construction of 10 galleys for 0 of cost, and debt with the burghers until the end of the game. Legitimacy, burghers equilibrium goes to -10, and burgher influence plus 10. This modifier can only be removed by either repaying the burghers or by disabling them. To repay them, you have to enact the decision, which has the following. I have 1 year worth of income, either to complete 4 agendas or the burgers. Damn. Bang, you didn't say anything other than it's called EU4, or... Sweden mentioned, Duck is welcome in. I don't really like any of these, so we can just take the prestige. And then, because the galleys is kind of sick. What's this one? Advisor of a discipline guy for -75%. The galleys would be kind of sick though. Having a fleet as big as our, but how much is a galley right now? So like essentially what we're saying is we can buy 10 galleys, or is it 20? It's 10 galleys. So it's 10 galleys is 100 gold. No, that's not how that math works. It's it's like, no, it's more than 100 gold. All right, well, let's just take the prestige. And then we'll do this one. What does this say? a new leader. The crown of Norway and Sweden and Denmark met in 1397 in the city of Kalmar, and then the union started, blah, 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 freedom. So now we get national unrest -2, and we get liberty desired more. Great. And then we can slowly do these ones next. We are focusing on that. I think for now, that's fine. We should start building covertly on these guys. Do we have a claim to this? We do have a claim to that. These guys can probably go. Let's move the fleet this way. I don't know if it's going to be involved in this. And then unpause. Who will support our juncture right now? Right this second, who would support our independence? Right now, the Lithuanians and English would support. So let's call the Lithuanians in. And that's going to give us this. We need every support we can find. That's fine. Poland gets called in. And then all we have to do is get that. What's the all-time best Civ to play as? I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I think probably Ottomans are probably the best just because they have such a dominant tree. The other ones are probably Austria is probably a good one, and then Castile or England. I think those four are probably the like best. We're still having fort maintenance, even though that one fort we deleted, so I thought that would come down, but maybe it will come down next month. Who is on the Danish side? Right now it's just their compatriots. Okay. Let us see what happens. Oh, of course we're getting raided by the fucking Gutlands. I forgot they can raid. How nice of them. Okay, so fort maintenance did come down. We do have a little bit of a debt. What is this? This is the Grant General. Let's do it anyways. We have 2 okay generals. This guy's, I guess, decent. Should I take on more people? Let's do one of these for now and see if we can cheapen the advisor. No. We'll stay, of course, with what we have. Song, you still here? I have questions. Okay. We're still waiting a couple more days. Let's just go speed up, and then we'll be able to pop off on our future overlord or past overlord. Okay, that's that. We can do this. We get manpower, that pisses them off, and then is not a subject. Okay, so then now we can do defend the capital, which brings in England, Lithuania, and Poland. Which maybe we can get some easy land from these boys. We'll see. Poland might want to take land from them. If we could take, if it would be huge, I don't think it's going to happen, but if we could take Danzig and such. I wonder if the Poles have a want for this land, a thirst for it. Let's say that we want a thirst for it. Let's just say we want these 3, 4. And they don't care. Okay. I think that will let them know. Just save Afghanistan from half the world. Okay, good. My wrist is exploding. What is going on, as usual? Okay, nothing important. Got it. Or things that are important, but nothing that's that important for me. Attention just this instant. Okay. So, can we get any more supporters in our bid for freedom? Do we have to take their capital? We just have to defend ours. We'll lose this 1 stab, that's fine. Everybody accepted the call. That's good. And then we gain one stab back. We all get the event. Okay. We can take these lands back. We should also be thinking about becoming part of the HRE. I think that would be advantageous for us. Sweden's relationship with is not good. It needs to be at 150. And capital cannot be... Sweden's capital cannot be connected to the empire. Sweden's capital cannot be connected to the empire. Meaning we need to have adjacency to them to make it happen? Is that what that means? William, welcome in. Alrighty. Well, war's begun. We've got a decent general. Let's get our boys together and see if we can go clap some cheeks real quick. I think we are better than our Danish counterparts. I don't know if I'm that much better. We are better. We are him. Love it. Let's see if we can get down here before they get down here. Let's see. Beard is gone. Yeah, I shaved it. It was getting a little too long for my liking. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but when my beard gets a little too long, I kind of just get tired of it. So I just hack it all the way down, and then we start fresh. We left a mustache because Allison, my girlfriend, does enjoy them. Not a clean shaven Kevin. Okay, that has been dealt with. Hopefully they overrun this and they give us this land. That would be fantastic. I don't think we're not going to be that lucky. Succession for Napoli is happening. Is there anything else we should be doing in this moment? Let's look at those missions that we just got. So we got this one that's control this land, and then we get this one that's control this land. Then we got this one that's like control this land. Does this mean we have like CBs on all this or no? We only really have CBs here. We probably could be building a spy network on Livonia. Yeah, it sucks because of how strong the AI's, or not the AI, the Danish fleet is pretty powerful. But I think once we do a good job of ousting some of it by getting rid of the some of the troops, I'm gonna keep everybody right here for the most part because I'm concerned they're gonna fight us. They did Memo. They took Memo for themselves, which is not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, we're not going to get everything we want in this war. First and foremost, we want independence. That's what this war is about. But it does give us chance to put a cooldown timer on these two being able to attack the Teutons. So when they try to do it in the future, it will be us who control that kind of interaction. And as usual, the AI does not complete their tasks. And there's rebels. Pogs. Love some rebels. Will they take a white piece? No. Are the English ever gonna get off their stinky island? Or are they just gonna sit there and hope the surrender of Maine happens and then just... They might get involved. Doubtful. But at least we can now do this. And why are they mad at us? They used to have love for us, but they think we're haters. We'll come back from that. To be honest, I don't know what we're doing. This opening move I thought would be fine, but anything's possible. Like that it wouldn't be going the right way or the wrong way. They've overextended themselves. Let's see if we can just go take care of this one little ship. Oh, okay. I don't know why the Poles are not just move on to their capital. That's what we need you to do. Attack their capital. And these rebels are going to give us another siege tick, right? That's how that works. Yeah, without having to do the siege itself. I played 15 minutes and then uninstalled. Not a good sign. Why did you uninstall? Just because you're like, damn, this is fucking complicated. I'm not trying to learn this game. Which, fair. Alright, the English are landing. The English are landing. The English have landed. They should have landed here, if anything. That would have made way more sense, but here we are. Also, sapping the Poland strike from the big get-go is kind of what we want to have happen. If Poland is weak, then we can take it better than. It was confusing compared to CK3. I mean, yeah, there's just a lot more going on. There's like 15 things that you kind of have to be aware of at any given point, which no shame, just saying that it makes sense why you were like, I don't know about this. So the hard thing is we need to make our way to attacking them. Should we just get our fleet going, pay for all that cash? Probably should have done this way earlier, but get 6 more boats, so then we have like 10 boats to be using. We'll have taken a fort at least. Let's do spare no expense, and then we shall also wait. It's hard to commit to learn a game for 20 hours. I mean, you're right. It is definitely hard to do that, but I think once you've done it, you'll enjoy the game thoroughly. But if you don't want to put that time investment in, totally understandable. It's not expected. Gidrek, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? Their ships are overextended again. Yeah, that would be stupid of them to have left that ship like that. Why did they do that? Why'd you do that? Okay. Poland and Lithuania are doing a good job of distracting the troops. I wish my British counterparts would come in here and take care of this fleet real quickly. Don't know why they've moved all their boats up there, but they have. If we could get a stack of troops onto their capital, this would make it so much easier. Damn. Guys, get your shit together. I mean, like, get your shit together, guys. We could do a royal marriage with... Also, we could probably think about royal marrying Yuga. Maybe we should try to go for the Burgundian inheritance, because that's always just a fun thing to have in your pocket. Come back from there. Good, just finished cleaning the flat, so taking a break. Nice. Sometimes you got to give up a few things to chase a dream. That's true. I'm doing well. Doing well. Welcome in, Dad the Noob. How you doing? That game you were playing, that zombie game you were playing last night was very interesting. What was it called again? And Cool Beans is here. What's the run about? I'm okay, thanks. The run today is we're trying to, as Sweden, we're trying to own all of the Baltic. We're supposed to get all these lands. So pretty much anything in the Baltic territories. I don't know where the Baltic, I guess it will probably tell me if I do this. Anything that is in purple. So all these coastal lands, which shouldn't be too hard. I think the hardest part will be depending on how Poland reacts to the Teutonic order. If we can somehow get this land for ourselves, it will be a big help. But we'll see. Protestant League win and special units too, or only one achievement? I was trying to do Protestant League as well. I don't know how to do the special units one. I didn't understand exactly what that meant. Enact this system. Is this a government system that I've not heard of? I mean, we could probably turn off no, that's kind of dumb. I would love to cross the strait. If only somebody had a big old stinky fleet that could had 3 heavies that would probably actually that has 6 heavies that could probably come in here and smash this fleet apart. Because what do they got here? 5. Once we get these couple ships, maybe we'll think about it. Don't know why they're... That's interesting. Decisions. All interesting decisions there. Doing Baltic Lake, you just need to convert to some cultures to get it. I see. Oh. Are you actually gonna... Wait. They're letting us cross. Oh, shit. Damn it. I miss our timing. Our window was there for a heartbeat. Let's see if we can entice them to come back out with our navy engaging their navy. Navy stuff is weird in this game because the AI isn't always that willing to do stuff for you. All right. Didn't lose a ship. That's good. I get that they're supporting there, but I don't really need that support. All right, if we're being realistic, how much does the independence CB? Only 23, and then if we wanted to go like take all this or something like that, we could see how that goes. England, just get your big stack of boats and send them right here. We would love to see a big stack of boats. Because the unlimited, it's based on the Swedish cultural development from what I remember. Maybe there's a... Yeah. All the provinces in Scandinavia are owned by Sweden is a core. Okay, and then we get CBs on that. He likes big boats and he cannot lie. Truth. Is this CK3? Nope. It's a game called Europa Universalis for EU4, made by the same people. I imagine they're supporting this right here, but in reality, I'd really rather them just to not do that. I guess maybe can I use their dudes to use their boats to cross, because that would also help. We can get Carl. Our first heir, his name is Carl. Carl. All right. Where did their fleet go? It ran away. Okay. Surrender of Maine has happened. It looks like France has given it up, which good for them, I guess. This says Burgundy has too many diplomatic relations. That might change in time. Teutons. I was really hoping we could steal some land from them, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see if they'll give us this. Probably not. It's 62%. And this achievement, or this one, needs it. Okay, what about that? 76. EU4 on my FYGP? How many do I have total? I think we have total achievement-wise... let's see, 94, which apparently is only 25%. I think there's like 300 and some amount, some crazy amount like that. What I would like to do, and we'll see if we can get away with it. Okay, we'll think about that. I would like to make it so that they stop being friends with these guys so that this war will be much easier, but if that's how it happens, it happens. I just looked at mine. Partially a paltry. I mean, the hard thing is also if you don't play on Iron Man mode, then you don't get any achievements. So like if you're not doing it that way, then you're not going to see much. Why are you attacking these guys? I don't, and then you, okay, so you land your troops here, and then you take them all the way here to stack wipe the Danes? I don't understand the decision making sometimes by the AI. It is peculiar, it is unnecessary, some would say. Would love to try to make this crossing. If somebody's big boats could come back through, I would truly appreciate that. But I keep missing the window that they're like, oh, we're moving our boats here. Baltic or Sweden's overpowered, and the we'll probably try to become Protestant ASAP. Okay, well, so how many troops do you have? They have 13 troops to their name. We're still hemorrhaging a bit of cash, but I would like to get out of course, we lose a couple ships there. 39%. I wonder if these couple sieges will help. Hopefully. Hopefully the AI won't just move off here. That's another thing the AI loves to do, is just move their troops away from like a siege that's nearly completed. They're like, oh wait, on second thought, we're done. All right. Stop being friends with... Would love war reps if that's possible. And then can I say stop being friends with people? No. I'll take war reps. Okay. We're at 50 now. And they say they'll take it, and I'll say thank you. We get permanent claims on a bunch of things. Looks like a rise of a new kingdom of Sweden. We have a decision between the rise of the Swedish monarchy until the death of this guy, or we get this guy who's a 644 with an average claim. I'll take the 644 over, what do we have right now? A 343? Yeah, I'll take this. Yes. Some stuff has happened. Conquer, tragically. Our heir is a 555. That's really good. Or no. Our heir was a 555, and now it's a 521. What? Strange. So that means our decision has completed. So now we can do your politics. Sure. Are we still allies with Poland and all these guys? It seems we are. Lithuania would join in this war. As Ming conquer British Isles, and I will try to do this before 1500 if possible. That's pretty crazy. That would be some pretty crazy stuff. Livonians as an enemy, Novgorod as an enemy, and Denmark. Lithuania, when are you gonna become besties with the people? Okay, let's core this territory and let us wait until that to up our stab. Okay, we get CBs on pretty much everything, so that was not necessary to be getting that. Corruption is going up, so we're gonna have to pay for that. Let us go and turn off these two for now. I'll keep this one on because it's defending against, well, possibly defending against these people. I have some cheese strategies. I can, it seems like you have some cheese strategies. Right now, succession is between Portugal and them. Let's do a royal marriage. Upon his death, it's still succession war between Portugal and these guys. Damn. Upon his death, England and Castile fights. A lot of thrones up in the air right now. I throw my hands up. All right. Lithuania, are you going to bend the knee, or is that not going to happen? Because if that doesn't happen, I guess that's unfortunate. But ooh, 1534. It's a good siege guy. I wonder if we could do this. Lithuania says no. Is this medieval Hoi? No, it's called Europa Universalis 4. EU4 is the game. To be honest, we really don't need to keep. Probably this fort can go. Economically, that's what I think. But yeah. It's the same company, it is. Create a huge custom nation on all lands it didn't need and give them a cannot declare war as their tradition. So you just conquer everything in I need without looking at AE. Interesting. Just don't worry about AE. It's just a number, as they say. As the saying goes, it's just a number. Don't worry about it. Okay. He got a discipline bonus, which is great. We need to probably top off relations with a lot of our friends. Really surprised that I feel like Lithuania not immediately capitulating to their demands is interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, if they're not going to come through, then they're not going to come through. We can wait a little bit longer before yeah. I'm just concerned that if we don't take some of these lands really quickly, things will start to spiral out of our control. So I'm gonna wait. I think Muscovy will probably pounce pretty quickly. So upon their pouncing, I'm going to try and take that. Also, having these two separated is good for our long-term plan. But yeah, we need to try to get into the HRE as soon as possible. Let's say we like him, say friendly things to him, and then let us talk shit to his potential haters. Having 99 AE should be a secret achievement or something like that. I don't think that's a good achievement. Vahayan? I don't think I said that right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing today? That's 99. That's disgusting. It's disgusting. Shouldn't be thinking like that. We got a cheaper advisor. That's good. I think we can get rid of this advisor for now, especially because we are hemorrhaging cash. Predominantly fort maintenance is killing us. We can turn off this fort for now. Okay. We could jump on this guy. If only we could get one of our allies to join us. I think we start currying favor maybe with the English, because I think long term the English might be a great alliance to keep, depending on how their stuff goes. Usually they do pretty well, because they're a lucky nation. I guess we can lower troop maintenance for a little bit just to see. Not my problems. And our navy is bigger. We have 9 ships, so we can probably win against most of these guys. Riga, though, surprisingly has a pretty large fleet, and so does... Alright, that brings in Poland. That's not what we want. These guys say distant war. Poland says war exhaustion and has a truce with the Livonians. Okay. Well, I'm just hoping that Muscovy does the right thing and attacks these guys so that we can take advantage of that opportunity when it comes up. If not, I wonder if there is a way we can get these guys into another war. Unfortunately, Lithuania has allied a bunch of people I don't want them allying. Gotland, which is a place that I have land claims on, and Novgorod. Yes. Let's look at these missions again. So we have this one that says, one of the following must be true. Have 7 of these lands. So we get a bunch of land there. This one is control Estonia. This one is to control this estate in Novgorod area, and then this one is have stability and legitimacy all the way back up. Okay. Yeah. We'll see. We're we're barely scratching by cash-wise. Understandably, the War of the Roses has begun. A York is on the throne. Henry VIII is dead. Or maybe he's just abdicated, not advocated. Let us see. Why don't we try to curry favor with Lithuania too and see if we can use that favor to maybe break alliance. I don't think they're gonna because they're just homies. We could also try to improve with them. One whole... Oh, 1,000 dudes or 25 ducats. I think 1,000 dudes for one whole point. I think that's worth it. Damnation. Yeah, I don't think we could solo these guys, especially if Novgorod's not going to give us access. Our expansion ways are not great, especially because the Austrians are going to prevent any sort of expansion we have in mind. Right now we're streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I hope your Saturdays have been going well thus far. Mine's been pretty good. Let's take this guy because I want the points, and then maybe we can finagle a royal marriage out of one of these guys. The answer is no. Everybody has too many relationships, which, you know, it's understandable. It's the early game. It's bound to happen. We can take our tech early, which is awesome. Sorry, England, I'm not gonna be giving you that. Let's record this just in case we need to. Yeah. Do we... We can't hit the Livonians. And the Danes will do that. When's our peace deal with these guys? Not until 58, so 10 years essentially. We can't attack these guys over here. We can't hit Novgorod yet. And allies will almost always join the other team unless I like give them like even, or is it just like they're like it's impossible, they won't do it. Well, we'll see what Novgorod does. We'll just hang out for a little bit. There's nothing we can really do. This is a great event to get. We just kind of got to wait and see until we can do something. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so now can we join them? The Sweden cannot connected. Our opinion is not 180. Okay. So now we're friends with the Austrians, which is exactly what we want to be doing. Maybe you shouldn't have taken the alliance, but it might let us start expanding into these areas, especially once we, like, if we call them into another war, we can. Well, I forget if you get called into the war, if you can attack them. Sweden's capital cannot be connected to the empire. So if I get adjacency to the empire, can I then do it? The answer is possibly. Austria, you hate any of these guys enough that I can get them, attack them? No. Doubtful. Austria is a homie to all. But at least we got our core territory, which now allows us to take this one, which just says these CBs. Sweden gets a claim on Norwegian crown House supply against Denmark for 20 years. We might hold off in doing that just because our CB, we can't use the CB yet. We probably should also just get that stab now too. What would be your reaction if I said Hoi is better? I mean, everything about the Paradox games is that like there are nice things in each one of them, and some of them appeal to other people. I think Hoi is a great game if you really like World War II history and you like to make sure that guns are produced in massive amounts. But the thing about Hoi games also, they're like kind of like, they're nice that because they're short and sweet. They can be short and sweet. But Kalmar, where's Kalmar again? How much money are we getting from this? Why don't we do this and then let it slide? Hoi better economy is better economy. What's that? I mean, the thing about Hoi that I don't particularly love is just like, it's just not that interesting to me of a game. Like, there's just a lot of elements where I don't really want to be managing a navy, an air force, and an army all at the same time. Yeah. My PC can't even run CK3. Well, this is EU4, so... which I'm starting to get more and more concerned that the community, Paradox community, that can't recognize the difference between CK3 and EU4. Like, it really concerns me. Can we state this? Yes, we can. Let's state it. Oh, sorry, so sorry. No, you're right, Magna. I didn't read what you said, but essentially, a lot of people have come in here recently and said CK3, and I was like, no. No, signore. No, signore. Not my problem. Looks like they've rivaled against us. Lithuania is definitely going to join in on them. Ooh. There's a couple more things. If I were to piss off, ask them to politely to go screw themselves, would they say yes? They won't do a royal marriage. That's fine. I mean, we could get adjacency to the empire by taking these lands from Denmark. That always works too. EU4 has too many DLCs. I mean, it is a game that has been out for a while. How many DLCs does Hoi have comparatively? I've never actually thought about that. Let us curry some favor with the Poles just in case. And start currying favor with you. Actually, no Pole curry. Alright, is this gonna pop? Can we harshen? No, we want to provoke them. And then we can go down here and whoop their ass with our better general. Who's this guy? Amazing. All right. We can go start more fights. Great. And then we can summon another diet. Let's see. Papal states like us have legitimacy of 90 things or number of loans 1. The papacy seems like the one that we can actually accomplish. So we're going to go and try to improve with them. You on Twitch too? Yes, I am. Magna Gracia. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Same name. Okay. Renaissance has popped. Can we make these guys hate? Why allied to rival? I see. Let's come back from you and then say to you, hey, don't like these guys anymore. Can I make people reduce opinion, or is that not a thing? Reduce opinion of your longtime ally, Novgorod. Norway. I can. Sweet. Magna, welcome over. Thank you for coming by. Is this Hoi music or yours? It's always turns. I've always turned music down. This is from EU4 music. We're gonna run a quick little ad. We'll be right back in just a that's not the ad. That's not it at all. This is it. I'll be back in 3 minutes or less. Cool. Thank you for your patience. Let's transition back over and make sure that we got all the things. Cool. All right, this run, I would say it's going fine. I would say probably could be going a little bit better, but damn, did we just spend that points unwisely? Did they not actually hate them now? Did I even just say, let's see, Novgorod. Yeah, they don't like, we don't like them, I guess. Or did I just choose somebody that wasn't Novgorod? Well, doesn't matter. Even though I don't know how to play this, I'm still gonna hang out. All right, welcome. If you have any questions, I'm okay at this game. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but it is a lot about just maneuvering and seeing how strong your armies are. So what my hope is that the AI Muscovy decides to attack Novgorod, and then we can pop in there quickly and try to grab Nevs and Novgorod as lands. Try to save Germany as horrible. Nuke Bulgaria. Well, Bulgaria doesn't exist, so I think we've already done that. Yeah, we're kind of like not boxed in, but we're just kind of sitting here waiting and hoping that good things come to us, which I think good things might just do so. Rivalry is announced between Muscovy and Novgorod, and Denny, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. My name's Kevin. We're playing some Europa Universalis 4, a game that I got addicted to in 2013, and somehow I've tried to get myself addicted to. trying to make it part of my personality. End of the War of the Roses, which is pretty solid. I wonder if we can pull them into like a war. The English say no. It's mostly the debt and saying it's a distant war. I wish I understood the metrics of distant war, like how much, what makes it cost certain things, you know? Like if I was like, oh, it's this much for that. For every like tile away, there's 5 more points needed. We can take tech. We shall. Looks like Novgorod is getting their troops organized. Muscovy would take an alliance. Maybe we do the Unholy Alliance real quick with them. Get them on side. Use them in a war for our own gains, so both teams get exactly what they want. Denny, thank you, damn. Not only do you follow, you literally followed up with a immediate Prime sub. Thank you very much appreciated. Can we get a praise B for Denny? Denny out here just throwing their whole support in immediately. I think we call in Muscovy though. We get an alliance with Muscovy and then we say, hey Muscovy, you wanna do something silly? Not that. You wanna do something silly, Muscovy? You wanna do something a little bit silly? Then we get to control the like situation a little bit more. Unfortunately, Lithuania is... I wish we could say, hey dude, don't do it. Hey dude, don't do it. The Unholy Alliance. Getting this Neva and Novgorod would be nice. And if we do it on our terms, then we can kind of control the situation. Austria obviously won't come. Poland's we don't have 10 favors with them. Poland says we almost could do it. They're attacking Wallachia right now. I have a feeling we're going to have to reset this run just because I don't feel like we're doing the right plays, but I don't know. That's kind of always how I feel about playing this game, is that I'm always just not exactly doing the right thing. How's this Wallachian war going? Are you done with that yet? Homegirl, can you hurry up and finish that war with Wallachia so you can come whoop up on the Lithuanians? Are you starting off as the Kalmar Union? We're starting out as Sweden. And we broke out of the Kalmar Union. We're trying to get control of all the Baltic. We'll see how that goes. No, I understand what you're saying. Why is Lithuania in this war? They are in this war, so there's a strong possibility that they get enough war exhaustion. No, there won't be enough. That would be terrible for these kids. Does mark the province of interest make it more likely for allies to give you control of the province they siege? Yeah, that's true, except for these guys that want all the land that I want. So this is a temporary situation. At the end of the day, we're not gonna. Me and Muscovy are trying to do the Great Partition on Novgorod right now. And I'm hoping that... How much longer is this war? Boys, just get this war over with. I don't really want to have a royal marriage with you. This is a temporary affair. Alright, well... We could wait for them to go into more debt, or we could just pull the trigger now and see how long it takes for the troops to come. up. Let's wait until they get those and see if this war... 10 reasons, damn it. All right, well, all their troops are down there, so let's go take an advantage of that. Let's pull these guys in. I'm going to call it for Neva. And then allons-y. I guess I don't need to split my army that much, but let's just make sure that we take Neva for sure. Okay, we did take that. Wow, they built a fort all the way up here? Shit, Novgorod. You've been busy, girl. We'll wait on that because we don't have that needed yet. We can use our fleet to just be a dick. And the papacy goes up. Papal points popping off. And then hopefully Lithuania... Yeah, they are all down here. So there's a high likely chance that they hopefully just stay down there. Reduce of Charles, we gain stab or red. DJ Red, welcome, man. How you doing? Is it DJ Red or is it... or how does Imp say it? I don't know. Well, how was your rest of your stream? I'm sorry that you're having some issues. Let's get you a shout out. That's, you gotta, yeah. Raid time. We're playing some, my name's Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. Who's Bruce? He's my cat. He's the one on screen right now. DJ Red, and he works. Okay. Well, DJ Red, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. We are playing some Europa Universalis 4. It's Latin for map painting extraordinaire. So I'm staring at the screen trying to make certain parts of the map my color and then certain parts of the map not another color. It's just a coloring book simulator with a lot more steps. But right now we're Sweden and we are, whoa. Diddy, thank you very much for 10, that's counted 10 community sub gifts. Diddy, are you feeling okay? Are you gonna be okay? God damn. Andy's so excited. He's also saying thank you very much. Can we get a praise be for our person, Denny? Thank you very much. Denny comes out of the woodworks being like, yes, I am. Literally, this is the track record we've had with this individual, this viewer so far. They've showed up 7 minutes ago. They subscribed to the channel, or they followed the channel, and then a minute later they subscribed to the channel with a Prime sub, and then just a minute ago they put 10 more subs down. I've never seen somebody who's been full throttle. I'm interested in what's going on here. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. And the community also probably appreciates it. Thrifty getting it. Let's go. We appreciate you thoroughly. That timeline is short. Very short, but appreciated. We're going to do the stability increase just because that's going to give us more overall benefits than anything else. There is a Discord server if you want even more of this stuff. Is that how you spell Discord? Yeah. This game I play as Denmark, trying to get the Scandinavia, just the King of North pack. Nice. And then a hype train. God, I feel like we have hype trains so infrequently. I don't actually know what they are. All I know is that if you donate, you get more stuff. Am I incorrect in understanding that? Okay. So, our war with Muscovy, Proto-Russia, is going well because we're partitioning this land that us and another nation want. I'm trying to go over here. We're going to take their capital, which is good. And we can then just tell them to screw off. What's the other thing we need for this mission? I think there's another thing required. Let me see. This. We only just need these two. Okay. Looks like their vassals are starting to take over a bunch of land. We can call in... that's wild. We can call in the Poles if we want. Sure. Poland, you can come in and fight these poor Lithuanians who, unfortunately for them, are about to get this done. It's 1452, and we are using and abusing the poor. I guess it's not really poor, because they would probably also use and abuse us in the same way. We're trying to take care of Muscovy. Or take some land from Novgorod before Muscovy inevitably takes it, because that's usually how this goes. We'll go there. Yeah. Denny, thank you very much again for the 10 gifted subs. Your generosity knows no bounds. Or maybe knows some bounds, but I've yet to see those bounds be demonstrated to me. Okay, Poland is coming into this war. We should probably curry some more favor with them just so that we can use them in another war. I very much believe gotta support the EU4 streamers. I mean, that is fair, but I would say I'm more of a Paradox CK3 streamer than a EU4 one, but I have been on a pretty hard EU4 kick this last couple days. Yesterday we finished our run as Scotland, taking over all of France except for one province, and it was Paris, where we had vassalized them. Let's go and do tradition. I think that's better. What game is this? It's called EU4, Europa Universalis 4. Very Latin. Nice. I used to play a lot of CK2. Never really got into CK3. I would say 3 is different for sure. It's more RPG and less like map painter. I have map painted in it, but it is different. It does hit different a little bit. What are we trying to see in this war? Really, I don't want... Ooh, this is huge. I'll take administrative points and government reforms. What we want is pretty much probably go take most of these lands. And if we could go like this. Bing, bang, Novgorod. This would piss these guys off, but they're going to be pissed no matter what. So whatever we do, it's going to be bad for our relationships because they yearn for the land we're taking anyways. The crown will further inherit Greek faction in realm. Nobles gain 10 influence. The Greek family will remember that we came to their help. We can afford to take on more influence from them, but I think after that we've got to be a little bit more circumspect about that. How is our expansion into this gonna go? Not well. Are we going to be strong enough to fight Lithuania Livonia on our own? Maybe, potentially not. Okay, this war is going well. I wonder if we could just white peace these guys. Are we stopped being allies because they had started attacking us? Yeah, unfortunately, that's how that works. I forgot. All right, we've pretty much full capped Novgorod. I could do a really nasty thing, and I think I'm probably gonna do it because I don't want to give I don't want to give these guys anything. Does anybody remember if I piss off the trust of a random nation, does that affect the trust of other nations? Like if I like screw over the Muscovites, will that poorly affect my relations with the Poland or anybody else like that? 18 reasons. Well, I guess we wait a little bit longer, but I think at this point this war is pretty much put to bed. Alrighty, let's see. Can we get money and or war reps? Or just a little bit less money and more war reps, and then just take these couple lands? What is the... There's a mission over here. This one. Control these two, and then we get... Gain Novgorodian as an accepted culture. If this culture is already accepted, gain 100 diplomacy. Novgorod renames to Holmgrad. Capital renames to Holmgrad. Center of trade level will increase by 1. Then we get a CBs on all of these. Got it. Do you have Lions of the North achievement? I don't. So this is going to be a longer win one. Give some land to Muscovy so they don't hate you. They're going to hate us no matter what, Song. Like, because we're taking land that they positively think are vital. So I don't think that's really... I don't need to bend the knee. Also, if they get stuck in this a war longer too, or the peace deal is longer. How much of this is Novgorodian? A lot of it. Okay. That's crazy that Novgorodian can become an accepted culture for this. I think this is what we do. We screw them over, take the money, go home. They won't be... That was the main reason we did this. We won't be able to form Russia. I know. Do you prefer EU4 or CK3? I mean, they do different things. They are different games. Classic. We have a looming disaster. What is it? The Civil War. Is it because we're overextended by this much? And why can we be... What? Is it because we just have overextension? Okay, weird. Own and core this. Okay, so we just need to core that land. Bing, bang, boom. We just keep getting more and more forts. I don't see us needing this fort right now. Let's go ahead and delete that. And then let's repay this. Especially because... Wait. Yeah, that makes more sense. Got it. They broke the alliance with us. Yeah, that makes sense. This mission will complete less than 1 devastation. Got it. And we can go ahead and bump this up a little bit so that they don't completely hate us. We also gain access to the Winter Palace. Can we upgrade the Winter Palace? Or do we have to be of the right culture? One of the following must be correct. Roman, East Slavic. Damn, Roman really lets you have access to a lot of things. Pita. Okie dokie. This truce isn't up for another 5 years, so we can't expand that way. We can go ahead and expand this way, but I think for now we just chill for a little bit. Get ourselves back in order. Repay some of our debts. We've got a few of them. Might be smart to sell some titles. Might also be smart to try to get the Renaissance to spawn, because we don't have that yet. Let's see who, if anybody has the Renaissance, and we can ask them politely to give it to us. Looks like Florence has it. They'll probably not share. Can we regain our lines with them? Yes, we'll do that. Do we still have... We've lost some of our favor, which is unfortunate. But we can start currying it again. And it looks like we've been called to war against the French. England's faithful request a reconquest of... Yeah. Sure, I'll help. I'm going to come help in this war. My troops will not be leaving Sweden. So sorry. So sorry to hear that you're having some sort of troubles, but I will not be leaving Sweden. But I have a sneaking suspicion the French will then march all the way across Europe to get to my capital. There's a high likely chance, without a doubt. I've seen it happen, I've experienced it, and I hate it every time, but it's just a likelihood, an inevitability in this game. How did I end up here? Imp, welcome in. How you doing? Let's give you a shout out as well. I think I did not give one to Dad. That's bad. Now he's gonna be sad. Imp, aren't you supposed to be in bed? It's way past your bedtime. If you don't know Imp, he is another Paradox gamer. He was playing some Stellaris earlier today. You should check him out. I do love his content. Do you develop? I don't know what Isma. I don't know what you're asking for. Yeah, it's the past my bedtime. Way past your bedtime. Swedish noble rebels will pop in 26 counties. Why? Just because they don't like us? And that is something we should not allow to happen. We don't have any CBs against you? No way. That is unfortunate. Well, let's rectify that. Okay, I think we go ahead and put a bunch of points into Stockholm because it's going to fix our financial woes, and then also we can then try and get a increase in our overall well-being. So let's do a couple points here. So what I'm doing right now is called dev pushing. It's where you have to get a innovation in your lands. So you're going to try to overdevelop a piece of land for them to show up. So instead of taking like 20 years, it's going to take a lot less time. It's a copper mine. Oh, shit. I think Stockholm's better though because of the trade site. But we can always put more copper. Oh, it's also a great wonder too. Game name is Europa Universalis 4, EU4. Nah. I mean, that's fair. That's always fair. Okay. Let's see how this war is going for our friends. It looks like it's probably not going well. Good thing we don't hopefully get involved with it. Is it a possibility to royal marry the Burgundians? They'll probably say no because many reasons, but neutral attitude. Why don't we say we're friendly towards them? See if they like that. Now that you've said it, I might have mistaken. I should have probably done the dev push here. Especially because this local goods produce. I usually develop that one first. Yeah, and I didn't realize there was a wonder here, or a great project here. Well, your advice is sound, and I am poor for it. My apologies. I think we can do one more click and we're pretty much there. Yeah. How much longer now? 55. So next year. More prestige, or this guy die, or this more lose prestige and get some militech. Alrighty. Have we curried favor with you or no? We weren't currying favor this whole time. Poop. Stinky poo poo. That's fine. Austria will join in this war, which puts us on par. Poland will not join us in the war. I'm concerned that if we call in Poland, they're not going to give us the land we want, especially because the Poles are very greedy when it comes to the coastal stuff. But we'll see. Playing some Vikings. Welcome in, Bliss. How you doing? Yes, we're playing Swedes. I don't know if the Swedes are still considered Vikings at this point, or have they've pretty much got rid of that moniker, I feel like, by 1454. They're just dudes in nice blue outfits. What? Who knows? Who knows, Kevin? Who knows? We can get our sweet, the Renaissance has appeared in Stockholm. Amazing. That means we are how far from being able to embrace it? We need 248 gold. I know how to get 248 gold. Let's go ahead and embrace this, and then financially pay back some of this, and then yeah, I think that's that for now. No longer considers us a rival. Is it because we're too dev'd up? We too dev'd up now? Impressive. The rest of the world shall terrible sound of our might as the glory of Sweden shall show above the horizons far wide. We are a great power now. Livonia is no longer considered good. So all of our rivals are realizing that we're too good for them. You hold my birth town? Yeah. We own most of Finland, so I assumed that we would hold your birth town. Unfortunately, my birth town is hidden on the map and someday might be shown up. Okay. It's going to take a while for our points to get back up. We're still not making very much money at all, which is, it's tough, but it could be better or worse. Muscovy has rivaled us. We knew that was going to happen. I think we go after Danzig, especially now that we have those cord, and we can start doing that. Well, no, only one of those got cord. Pop that baby up. And we're still having to pay more on our interest on our loans. We could share with these guys. Let's see if anybody else will take a share of knowing things, knowledge sharing. I haven't played EU4. Does it have a region called Koros? Yeah, they have this. I wonder if Koros is no. Does Borg make sense to you? Does that track? Is that ringing any bells? If so, there you go. Can we upgrade our thing yet? No, we cannot. We can offer knowledge sharing to 4 different people. These guys will do it. But let us come back from here and see if the Austrian... We'll give it to the Austrians, because they'll probably pay them more. Nope. What about the Poles? Poles will actually pay more. Poland gets it then. We can grant a generalship to somebody. Great. Ooh, a 255 is a really good general. And it's also not our king, so that's good. IDK, why I ally Portugal almost every time. Strong allies that doesn't auto-win wars. I mean, Portugal is a decent ally if you want them to have a large navy. If you want to have a large navy. Can summit a diet. Let's make sure we're not going to go over. We're not. We're close, but we're not that close. Nuremberg becomes Catholic. Venice in Sweden is at least 50 opinion. I don't care. And this. Increase it by 2. Sure. 1, 2. We can also turn off this edict. Get some cash. Use it to pay off this debt. Amazing. We're out of debt, boys. No, we're not. But we're starting to make a better way in the world. We can ally either of these guys. Poland would join. That would be nice. We could also get this CB. So get some claims. What is this? Culture in Scanland will become Swedish. Lose 1,000 autonomy of Scanland and lose separatism. All Denmark as historical rival. Separatists show up in Skane. Because right now, what is it? Danish? And how much is that affecting our lands? Not really too terribly, but we can skedaddle on over there and try to take care of that. We do lose 1 stab, which is not ideal. We could gain 1 stab, and every area, all the people in the area gives plus. Insane coincidence. I'm playing Norway right now. Runaway, welcome in. Song, are you here still? I think the answer is we take the stab, but culture in this becomes so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. EU4 genocide simulator. I mean, it's not genocide if they just all together ask that they stop being this one culture and just become this other thing. They politely ask them at the end of a sword. It's definitely genocide. I mean, teach them the Swedish ways. We'll see. We'll wait for our time to get there. My king has some news. Florence decided to accept knowledge sharing. Damn. That's our ally, dude. You can't be using our ally like that. Okay, black news and all that biz. Okay. So, do we have enough to do this yet? No. Soon. 2 more months, probably. Bohemia looks to be causing troubles. Why is Denmark literally allied with literally everybody I don't want them to be allied with? But they are. Ask politely. We are asking politely. Please, sir, give me your life. No. We should put our fleet away. I forgot we're still in this war with these guys, so might not be the best to start this, but oh. England, girl, you had 1 job and it's not let the Scottish do this to you. Oh no. Well, I mean, long term, England was supposed to be a good, decent ally, but that's probably not going to happen now. All right, 1 more month and then we can get our claim on Danzig and dance our way to victory. Okay. Is this really still looming? Why is it still looming? When is this done? Another year? Damn. When is the probability of this popping? Not for a while. I don't know. Gotland starts off independent. I'm not sure if that was like a stylistic choice or if there's actually like a historical reason, but yeah. Poland, Austria coming together, friends, bitter rivals for us to do this. Denmark, don't join. Don't join, Denmark. Don't do it, girl. It's not worth it. Not worth it, Denmark. Be smart. Be smart about this. Did they not join? Are they done being friends? Don't do it, Denmark. They're gonna do it. As soon as I walk away, they're gonna fucking do it. Mark my words. Fucking told you. We walked away. All right, let's hope they try to cross. Yeah, let's get our navy away. I don't really want to lose it. It is reform time. What are our options? We can get a modifier that gives us more manpower. We can get a modifier that gives us more taxes. We can get a modifier that gives us more, reduces fort maintenance. Stability and legitimacy goes up, and yearly cavalry cost and tradition. Probably the manpower. Seeing as manpower is kind of a resource that is never ending and always needing more and more. So, I'm hoping to get these 5 counties. We'll see. The AI is probably unlikely to do that for us. But we shall see. I forgot Norway is also in this war. Maybe we do something dumb and just get more poor. More poor, please. Get a small group. How many troops does... Only 5k? Can I just walk through Lithuania? Hey, Lithuania. Homegirl, can I ask for military access? Just gonna walk around. Just gonna quickly walk around here. Oh, I can't because we still don't have access. Can I ask Novgorod? No, they're probably not gonna give us access either. Well, all right, let's go fight Denmark. Just walking around the coasts for no reason. On second thought, the commanders think we should go back to where we started from. Yeah, I know. They're all 6s and 7s at HQ. For some reason, they just are unable to put it together. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who put them in charge. Maybe the king, some favors to somebody or something. But that's just how that went. They ran away like cowards, like the smelly, stinky cowards they are. Thankfully, we have access to just going and taking their capital. Unfortunately, Norway it's not its own people, so we can't just we can't just cap them, and that will be that. We have to actually like defeat Denmark. And the only thing that Denmark has going for itself at this point is that they just have a bunch of boats, and their friends have a bunch of boats. Everybody's got boats, and they're using them to their fullest effect. And we can't cross there. The Austrians don't really have boats. Oh, well, it looks like England's turned the tide on Scotland a little bit, at least. What's going on with Aragon? Oh, the Castilians are kicking their ass. Tough hang for Aragon. I'm not really sure what we should do with these troops. I mean, I guess we could go we should go try to siege down this stuff, because they're actually a power that will need to be dealt with. Yeah, I'm now now that we've dev pushed Stockholm, I'm kind of regretting that. Next time we have to do a dev push, I'll do it in this county. But this war should go our way. It looks like it's not going our way, but it's, to be honest, their fleet, their forces are not as many as ours, and also they're mostly just a bunch of boats. They are all hiding behind boats. And we have those couple places now built up. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna do this so we can take that decision, right? What does it say we need? Devastation less than 1 in the state, in that state. Is this another state? Hold up. Novgorod. Oh, this is that part of that state? There's no devastation there, and there's no devastation there. Am I misinterpreting? Or is it because there's devastation here? No devastation in Notborg. In a state. It has to be stated, doesn't it? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. Let's go and try to fight these men. Hopefully they stay there. I think our troops are better than theirs. So we should be able to get this battle to be a victory. Now they're devastated because of the boats. Well, we'll just wait, I guess, on that. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait. Or, and hear me out, maybe they'll be super nice. And the AI will go deal with these rebels, because sometimes the AI does dumb stuff like that, where it just wants to be a super helpful AI, and it will take care of any sort of rebel problems you have. Let us do this one. Let's see. Let's watch it. And will they go take care of this army? No, they're not that kind of AI. Why did this become theirs? These fuckers, okay, I was about to say, if these assholes take all this land and put it only in their favor, I'm going to be pissed. All right, well, we should probably get out of here. Don't probably need that troops. Looks like France is done with them. I think the French are probably going to come say hi to us pretty soon here. Unfortunately. What are the Austrians doing down here? Dealing with Teutons. Okay, well, that's... I guess that makes sense. Denny, it might matter for that. I don't really understand the verbiage of that one right there. We don't really have 36 gold to be... What is a 50% fort defense guy? No, I can't afford that right now. All right. Let's go take care of these rebels. They're going to seem to march back over here. That's fine. Okay. Leave one to here, and then the rest we shall walk over here to Livonia. Hopefully Livonians can... We should take care of the Livonians, like take this land ASAP before somebody else does, but I also don't want to get too overzealous. Tall boy, thank you very much for the gifts. Hope your day is going well. Hope your month is going well. Hope your year is going well. How about that, guys? How about that? That I don't like. Because if they take that, then we're in trouble. We need another army. That's really what it comes down to. Well, nothing for it. Let's go ahead and get some more debt. Just gonna casually just get some more debt real quick, kids. Hey, kids, you want some more debt? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Aye. Who bought too many troops and is up to his eyeball in greed? Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what remix of SpongeBob SquarePants I'm trying to make, but it's there. All right, so we took on mass amounts of debt, which we can pay down a little bit, so that it doesn't actually fix what that's actually the opposite of what I wanted to do. I should have kept that money. Well, another debt it is. We're gonna use that to buy. Can we afford 8? 4. We can have 7, so we can have that many. And then you come back down here. Scotland has pieced out. Hey, girl, we can just have a peace deal. I don't need to be in this war anymore. We can white peace each other out. No need to continue this senseless violence. What about you? Are you done with your this senseless violence? The answer is actually yes. So we'll just white peace you. Get the army back over here. Okay, who is in this war still? Stein. I would like to take this land, to be honest, if possible. But I could also see it not being possible. 14% chance. I don't like those numbers. This army has been formed, but let's see if I can scare them off. I don't think I can. Maybe if I go like this. If they take it right now, that would be such a bummer. Okay. They're going to take it next time, but our guy's going to get there in time, I think. If not, we can start the battle with this, these troops, and then the others will show up in time. That does make it an interesting question. Do we have a big enough fleet to deal with these guys yet? I think the answer is no. Okay, siege tick is probably happening, so we should just send these guys in. We might not have needed them, but it's nice to have them just in case. Alrighty. So, it's time for another ad break, I think. For now, why don't we do this? We'll send these 6 units to go there and then keep these 5 here. But I will be back in just a jiff. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream. I hope you've been enjoying it. Ad is already running. Well, we'll be back sooner than that, then, I guess. Thank you for your patience. Denny, thank you very much for the 2 more gift subs. Denny's out here just being like, you know what? These people, y'all need not to watch advertisements. Let's get you unadvertised. Very, very much appreciated. It would be great to be able to take some or all of this, but let's look at the ones that are the most important. Technically, the most important, probably Memel. It's all of them. They're all more important, but one of them actually coastal, these 3. But Castile's end the Castilian Civil War. Good job, Castile, ending your civil war. Dicks. Why has nobody attacked these guys? Just go put some pain on that. These forts are made out of, I don't know what they're made out of, but like they're nigh impossible to capture. Okay, there we go. Raider, thank you very much for the follow. Once we're out of this war, I think we need to get our finances straight. To be honest, our finances are kind of all over the map right now. What else do you stream? Mostly Crusader Kings 3, to be honest. This has just been a kind of a weird blip where I've been playing some other games, or EU4 mostly, just because I like. And we got black flagged somehow. Is Muscovy at war with Livonia? Ah, they are. That's not good. And they're probably going to take all of that. That is less than ideal. Are you in this war? No, because Livonia is no longer their friend. Greed family has offered support to throne again. Discount faction in the realm. Greed family would consider us to be in their debt. No. What are the Austrians doing? I legitimately don't know what the Austrians are doing. They're just like kind of like... Do you want to get out of this war? No, they say this war is sick. I love this war. I would like to get out of this war. 7 reasons why. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to get out of that war. We can top off relations with them. French finally said they're done with that. All right, they're finally threatening these people, which God forbid that would happen sooner. But let's see if we can sue them out of peace. Not yet. Okay, that's been taken, and then we'll take Memel. Muscovy takes Livonia. Not ideal, but I don't think Muscovy is going to be a much weaker foe. Seeing as they won't be able to form Russia as long as we won't let them to take those couple lands. Who else is in this war? Magdeburg? Do you want still in this war? They still want to be in this war. Somehow. Okay. Unfortunately, there's only 3 ships there, but let's see if taking this, the Iberian wedding has happened. Wow. They're done. Nice. That makes us be able to move on to these guys, which I think Magdeburg will want out if we just threaten their capital. Pretty close to. Why don't we do this? We take a piece of land and then see if that will threaten them out. It's all about percentages with these guys. Looks like Norway has landed troops on our capital. Nice of them to be doing that. The Danes still want to be in this war, which I don't really understand why. They just really like fighting us for not a lot of payoff. What about now? These guys want out, right? Yep. Cool. So the hard thing about with all these small little armies walking around is you're constantly just dealing with their bullshit of like having to put down all these. Do you have a Twitch? I do. We have a Twitch and a TikTok and a YouTube. Predominantly, we're on YouTube. Actually, we recently just crossed 14,000 subscribers, which not a massive amount, but still a pretty decent achievement, I would say, on my, if I do say so myself. 15 reasons. I think we can get to 15. I think we can get them to 15. Especially because it's just Denmark now. Our truce with Muscovy is over. We could start shit fighting with Muscovy. Might be time to start shit fighting with Muscovy. Looks like this war is finally over. My king, it looks like they didn't lose all their lands. They lost some of them. So England is unfortunately sad. They are the big sad. Kalmar has some rebels. We'll deal with that. It looks like unconditional surrender is ours now. I would like to go to you, though, and see if we could get a separate peace, because this peace is going to be a big peace deal, and I would like to be able to fight you sooner. So let's see what we can finagle with the lovely Danes. 9 reasons. They still want to fight. They have no army. Next time we fight, I'm going to have a bigger navy than them. And I'm going to be able to take the throne from them. Alright, let's see what that makes them feel. 8 reasons. So close. I don't think we're going to get any closer, though. They have galleys and we have 1. Let's no, we're not gonna, that's just a waste of fleet. All right, well, I guess we're just unfortunately not gonna be able to do what we want unless we like take a little bit longer. Let's see. Let's also top off relations. Can we join the HRE yet? No. Sweden's relations with Austria is not good enough. It needs to be 212. Shit. Let's see if destating this. Damn. Well, we expanded too much, and we're not able to join the HRE in the way I wanted to. But maybe we can get voted in to power to become emperor. That might be not possible, but we can start gussing up to some of the rulers in the HRE. Let's see. It's because we dev push too. Darn, that sucks. Back to 8 reasons with you. Okay. If they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. Let's do that, and we'll come back from here. And send. Cool. Let's go ahead and core this. And we'll go ahead and deal with that. I think that's it. Yeah. Can we black flag these guys into here? Yeah. So unfortunately, because I took too long, we can't join the HRE unless we become emperor. Which kind of sucks, but you know, it was a risk I was thinking of taking. We're gonna lower our army maintenance. We're gonna turn off pretty much all the forts. Yeah, we're gonna turn off. I think we'll delete this fort. And we're going to turn off this one. Cool. When can we fight Novgorod again? Not for another couple years. So I think we'll just chill for a little bit. Maybe try to gain positive opinion with some of these guys. Some of our people. Let's see, Muscovy. Top off relations with everybody. Make everybody think we are all hunky-dory. What we could do, which might be silly, is to attack. When Muscovy takes this land, just immediately attack them because they probably aren't doing well financially or whatever I'm trying to say. Do not. Yeah, I thought we need one more. That sucks. Okay. So far the run's going, I would say, for what? Only a couple years. It's been going decent. I would say could have been going better. Especially now that we're still having financial issues. I think had we followed our people's advice, we might be better off had we done the dev push in this copper mine, because it would have been more money overall. But I think the fact that we have Novgorod not on side yet, but we have prevented Muscovy from expanding into Novgorod pretty much completely. It's been good. Yeah, just the thing about cash in this game is kind of funny is like, for the most part, you could be fine without having to spend a lot. You can spend and spend and spend, but eventually you can get it all back by either a couple wars or something like that. This dude wants 92 soldiers, sure. What is this disaster? How soon is this disaster? 64? When does the Civil War stop being a thing? Does it like go away as a modifier? That would be fantastic. Let's do this. And we're really behind on our tech. The fact that we're 3, 4, 5, yikes. Not great. Not great in the slightest. But we thankfully got all this land that is important for our trade node, so we can start getting more money from our trade node. If I was smart, I would have been probably having this guy protect more of this Baltic Sea, but soon we'll get a bigger piece of this pie than we're already getting. You could do it when colonialism spawns. Yeah, but it would have been nice just to have the money already, but I hear you. Let's do this. All right, let's actually not do that. I think Muscovy is about to peace out, and I would like to jump on them if possible. Lithuania is still an ally, right? If we declared, Lithuania says no because they have a truce. When's your truce up? 65. Why is your oh, because you were in that war. Poland, you wanna come be my lapdog again? Curry favor. We might need to just delete this in general. Yeah. Because if we take this while this is happening, there's a strong likely chance that Muscovy is pretty much out of manpower. So if we win like 2 battles, they will not be able to recoup any of their losses. That being said, we might be in trouble. We might also be spawning the civil war, depending on how long it takes for these lands to core. So it looks like they didn't get they're not going to be able to get the full complete conquest of the lands, which is good. Let's see. We come back from you. We deck on this. Poland says no because they need 10 favors, and then after that it says a distant war. Well, I wonder if the distance will change once they conquer land here. I have a feeling the answer will be yes. They will change to be. This is bad, but we should do it. Take down some of our loans. How much more loans do we have? Only 2. And we can do this. Okay. Let's go ahead and build some stuff in Stockholm and I think here. And then after that, I would like to build some more boats so that we can use that money to make money. Just get probably, yeah. Say 10. 10 of those boats so that we have navy superiority in the Baltics, which is good. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream so far. I hope you have been enjoying it. If you have, consider subscribing to our Twitch or following us on Twitch or following us on TikTok or subscribing to our YouTube. Any of the above, none of the above, some of the above would be most appreciated. A fleet equal to Novgorod, 19. I think we are doing that currently. Yeah. Or we could get manpower, or we could get this. Let's just do the fleet one because that's the one we're working on. Okay, so they're gonna be like, oh, Poland's like 10 reasons. Why don't what happens if I say send a gift or offer military, and then how much longer until we get that 10th point? Please give it to me. There we go. Okay, so now we have 10. Poland says 5 reasons. Well, I can give you 25 reasons right here. Shadow Kingdom. We can. We're not gonna ask per pet for work. We don't have that much. Where is send gift? Again, it's under economic. Not possible to send a gift to students running a deficient with having loans. You can't send a gift while having loans. I didn't know that. That's annoying. What about now? Can I send those 40 ducats that I just got? Doubtful. Alrighty. Do we think we can 1v1 these guys? They have 38 troops. Their Muscovy is on the cusp of being absolutely torched. I think we need to have these guys, at least as a distraction or something else to give us like somewhat of an advantage. So let's improve and then come back from here, and then as soon as we can pop off and do it, we'll do it. Thankfully, they didn't take everything. We can still use our situation to do that. Looks like their manpower hasn't yet recovered, so we're good there. We can't get Lithuania to join us. Let's check it out on the Ottomans, see how they're doing, because they're always a future threat that I'm concerned about. Not so much as Sweden, but you know, it's always good to just keep an eye on future enemies in the world. All right, let's see. Check now. Poland is 1 reason away. Poland, sweet Poland. What can I do to get you to say yes to the dress? I think our window is closing if we don't activate now. God, Poland, just stop being such broke boy. You ever thought about that? Okay, now we can move these guys at least, even though, what's the likelihood of us getting stuff soon? Because we have tech advantage, right? We have a tech advantage. We don't have a troop advantage number-wise, but we do have... Let's look at our other allies. England says no because it's such a far away. Lithuania's got a thing. Poland's poor. And Austria says it's far, too. Do we run the risk of just saying, fuck it, we ball? I've been known to do silly things like say that and it not work out exactly how I want it to work out. Their only avenue to our lands is through this one, unless Novgorod gives them access, but I don't see Novgorod doing that. Well, they're not rivals, so there is a possibility that they'll do it. I mean, do they destroy all the forts here too? Seems like all the forts are gone. What do you think, chat? It's hard. It's these things like this. I mean, like, we could probably do it. There's no, like... This is also tough that Marienburg is not been cored this whole time. Because it's technically an inland province. So we can't give it to Danzig because they don't exist. Can I make a... You can't make a custom person, can you? It's too early for that kind of shenanigans. Sampi. I guess, can we give it to the Pope? Is that a thing? It's not a thing in this game, right? Just granting him land. Sell province. You want this province? No. Should we give it back? We shouldn't have taken it, but that's really what it comes down to, is we shouldn't have taken it. Do we sell it back to the Teutons? Because I don't want... The reason I don't want it anymore is it's not possible to sell having debt bigger than... Okay. Well. No. What about you boys? Can't sell a province to them. Found your Twitch? Nice. Should we attack? I think the answer is, why don't we wait a little bit longer? and hope that some magical answer will appear from the sky to give me what I want to know. Okay, so they're just, for whatever reason, sitting all their troops right there too. Just having them bleed out. So that could continue to work in our favor. I don't know why they're sitting right there. So it doesn't seem like they're gonna move anytime soon. We can also have a ship just... Actually, no. Let's go right here. Drop these guys here. We could make Danzig a vassal. Say cancel this. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Give Danzig. Send. And then go ahead and... go to vassal and say grant province this one. So we don't have to... This will naturally happen now. Okay, cool. We are over our limit. That is unfortunate, but we can improve with them. And I think we can take these guys. They're a tech behind us. And for whatever reason, they're just sitting their troops there. I don't know what's going on with that. And they're bleeding their other forces pretty badly. Do we think our 24 stack can beat a person who's tech behind us? 2 techs behind us. Or no, 1 tech now. I mean... Can we go find somebody that you don't like? The Bohemians. Send an insult and do it that way. YOLO says... Yeah, all right. YOLO, here we go. We'll make it for Narva. We'll just wait until these come back. Thankfully, it looks like the AI did not give them a road back to our... Lithuania, for whatever reason, gave them access. Can I say... cancel? No, it's probably too late. Dad the Noob, thanks for the gift. Thank you, Dad, for coming in. I forgot to give you a shout out. You forgot to pester me for one. If you don't know Dad the Noob, he is another content creator on Twitch. You should check him out. He plays mostly in the evenings, Pacific time. Wide variety of games. Some Warhammer lately. You were playing that zombie game. I meant to ask you, what was that called again? It looked very intriguing. Wood zombie again. So hopefully the Poles and these guys fight each other while I just siege all the land I need down. Doubt that's gonna happen, but you know, dreams, sweet dreams are made of these. You and I on the Yep. Let's get them all gathered up so we can do that. We have a pretty good control over this. I think we can have a better control over this if we go and protect trade in the Baltic. Sweet. Can we send this guy this way or this way? No. And not that way. All right, looks like our vassal, or not our vassal, it looks like our Polish allies are slow to their activity, but we also don't need all of our troops sitting right here. How big of a stack is this? 6. And we can take down the fort. To be honest, we can just do this. We should have just had these guys there the whole time. And these guys go away. We'll just have them apparently not go that way. Go threaten. We're gonna just go threaten their capital. We'll keep an eye out. Thankfully, we have these guys as an ally, so the fog of war doesn't really exist. So we can see the movements of all the Muscovite forces, unless they are doing some crazy shit. Cool. Is our siege commander? There's our siege commander. Send them in to really spruce up the sieging. I always imagine the siege commanders when they go in, they're like, dog, you guys aren't even setting a right picket line. We need you to be like setting up better latrines. And that's why the siege is way more efficient. It's because they're doing all these operational things that are changing up behind the scenes to make it so that everybody is doing the right things where they need to be doing the right things. Where's the Muscovite forces? There. Oh, there they are. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, I hadn't seen them, which was concerning. We're gonna try to take this ASAP. It looks like they're trying to rush to get Poland out of this, which not very nice. Don't respect that. Let's send this guy here. Looks like we're about to take this, which is awesome. So if we take their capital, they're pretty much not wanting to be involved anymore. Every time anybody's capital gets taken in this game, it's massive amounts of bonuses to you and your, like, your team. I don't like that. Okay, we did that. We'll send this guy over here, and then these guys can go support here. Okay. We're going to take Muscovy's capital here in a second. What I want from this war is probably all the land they just took, if possible. Just be like, thanks, yoink. Yoink! Just kidding, kids. I know you really had your heart set on taking all this land, but don't believe you need any of that. Okay. Let's look. How bad is this disaster? It's probably pretty bad. How much longer? 63. When is this popping? 64. Okay. So we might have to just release... well, they're not releasable. We might release Estonia and do that. Looks like Poland is pieced out, which is fine. But it does mean now we have to fight all these Muscovites by ourselves. I think we're up to the task. Especially if we have part of our army waiting for them down here. Oh, nope, they're there. Can I? No, the only natural way for us is to walk all the way around. Come on, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Huge, massive. See how this fight goes. I think we have the tech advantage and the troop advantage. That's a stack wipe. You love to see it. Let's see if we can get another one on them. If we get another stack wipe, that pretty much will open the floodgates for them to not want to be playing this game anymore. Yep, that is another stack wipe. 2 lovely stack wipes. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty much like, yeah, I don't want to be in this war anymore. I mean, let's just take the land. And we're going to go ahead and go like this. We're going to be way over our diplomatic relations. That was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm concerned about the Civil War situation. What is the reason that it's happening? Is it because our stability is not that high? Has legitimacy at least 75. Will we get 75 legitimacy? We can strengthen government. What am I doing? Okay. We'll do this. King of Poland, or we will conquer them the old-fashioned way. We get some administrative things. Get 15 provinces of region are owned by Sweden or its subjects. We have no business in Poland, but a Polish ally might be handy instead. Sweden gains this. Poland and Sweden become historical friends. This path will affect the window seat. Muscovy does not deserve warm water ports. I mean, they might not even exist for very much longer. Restore the Union causes belli on Sweden, or on Poland. Should we go ahead and do this? Getting a PU on Poland would be massive. Especially because Lithuania is not their ally. And I kind of see them as a threat to our... Shit, I don't know, dude. This is a hard decision. We will conquer the positives of this. Will change requests words of the mission. Kingdom of Poland. Or we follow the policy of dynastic ties for Poland. This is change requirements of the mission. Kingdom of Poland. The ruler of Poland is Vasa and have at least as much prestige and legitimacy as Poland. Thank you for the lurk, Dad the Noob. I think we do it. We take the CB, especially because they're decent, but they're not so strong that I think we can't take them. But, or we could just get them as a friend, and we get 400 Splendor. And is it allied, married Sweden with 150 opinion? Poland has 600 total development subject included. 80 trust. We only have 50 trust. Hate that I have to make this decision right this instant. Okay, so Poland's not going to get the Lithuanian Commonwealth to do their thing. It doesn't seem like that's happening. So let's just get the CB on them. So if I read that correctly, one of the following: have at least Poland have a prestige of 375, have legitimacy. Poland, 20 provinces current owned by you or your non. Interesting. Okay. This looming disaster should stop now, but not go away. We're gonna core this land. Unfortunately for us, we're still only on that first tech. This is, our admin has been crazy. So I think for a couple years, we're gonna have to go into, one, try to be peaceful, or two, I don't know, hope to be peaceful. Or just one more war just to top it all off. What are we thinking? Because what's our overextension right now? It's at 56. It's not great, but let's have these guys protect trade. The Baltic. We also have that war with Novgorod coming up that I would like to take advantage of. Grab this last couple of lands before anybody else does. No devastation here. Let's read that one. Thing. Okay. Sorry. Mission time. It's this one. This one that says devastation less than 1 in a state has centralized effort edict. Centralized effort edict. Which one is centralized effort edict? Okay. So then we get this, which now, if culture is already accepted, gain Novgorod as a accepted culture, which is awesome. Capital Novgorod is renamed. The center of trade gets increased by 2. Novgorod changes to Catholic. Center of change. Gains permanent claims on a bunch of stuff, which then opens up the way to the city of Rus, which that would have been huge to cap that. Lord of Eastern Europe. Okay. When's our thing done here? Not to 72. Probably shouldn't have clicked that button still. But we're doing all right. We are doing all right. Do we have any water? Yeah, we do. Delicious, crisp, nutritious. We could go directly into another war, and then this whole area is ours. We're the undisputed Baltic, pretty much rulers, except for Lithuania, who has a little bit of power. But everybody else, we run the show, which we're kind of already doing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they have some control too, but all the major powers, and Danzig, I guess, too. Okay. I think we pop off and just do it real quick. Get our fleet together so we can beat them. Split our forces. We don't need all of them right here. We'll do the tech cost bonuses because we need it as much as possible. And you guys get them down here. I think this is also just a basic one, so we'll go like that. They'll beat that battle quickly. They have a siege pip. You have siege pips. Their army has been defeated. So we're going to take all this, and then we might be in a little bit of pain when it comes to people unhappy with us, but I think we can buy down any sort of, or we should be doing that now, any sort of aggressive expansion that we're gaining, we shall do with outraged, and then one with allies. Yikes. Aronies. I think both ports are on this side, so now we have the port advantage too. Yeah, that was surprisingly not as painful as I thought it was going to be. Thus far, we've had pretty decent luck. The fact that Poland isn't in a commonwealth with Lithuania. That's really nice. Having them two separate organizations is great because then they're less likely, you're just not getting as destroyed on two fronts as often. I think we can turn off all of our forts. Actually, we're going to go ahead and delete this one too. Don't need that many forts. So we're making 1.25. Let's go ahead and turn this one off, and we'll keep that one on. We can also come back from here and not have that many troops. Yeah, pretty successful run. 1463. Unfortunately, we are not part of the HRE like I've wanted to, but maybe we'll get closer here. What one do we want? Construction, national tax. Probably the loan one, because what's our loan interest payments right now? Are they high? Yeah, they're high. So we'll go ahead and get these interest payments lowered. We're going to take both of these guys for as much as cash as they have. I don't think they're going to have that much more cash. Like, to be honest. Like if we were to come back from Danzig. We'll see. Once we take the land, we'll see. CB, welcome to the stream. I feel like coring takes so long. Am I crazy? It just feels like this process takes so much longer. 2 years? No, maybe it's just me. I'm just used to, for whatever reason, coring quicker. Yeah, this is probably going to cost us a pretty penny when it comes to aggressive expansion. Oh yeah, also these aren't advancing because we're fighting the people who own the cores. So we'll get that and we'll take that. It's going to be a lot of aggressive expansion. No, not that much, 20. And it's already, we're aggressively expanding it against people that already hate our guts. All right, Riga. Is it less aggressive expansion? It's about the same once we do it this way. So once we take this, it should be curtains. Ad break time, chat. We're going to run a quick ad. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We're going to keep playing. We're not going to go use the restroom or anything like that because I don't have to pee. I'm not full of piss. We could go send somebody to do that, but I don't think so. We need to, if it doesn't happen on, let's just actually make it sure that it happens on this one. It doesn't. That sucks. How close are we on some of these? Control centers of trade. We almost have 3, so we could embrace a thing soon, but... Alrighty. This is pretty bad. I don't think I've gotten this far with having what am I trying to say? I've not ever done a game where I've gotten this far with having not taken the first tech in admin tech. We are making a decent amount of points. I think we've just expanded really quickly, and that might come back to haunt us here. We don't need to fight this. The war is over. All right. What is this one? Riga gains this. We gain claims on Prussia. Which, when is our Prussia thing up? 72. Okay. All right, now we can take a breath, a beat, because We can go after Novgorod if we want to, but I don't want to. Did you also cut your hair, Kevin? You look so thin. I just what? Cut my hair? I think my beard just makes my face look bigger. let's do a we can do a side by side comparison real quick. Let me go find the recording from yesterday so you guys can see fresh face Kevin versus bearded Kevin. Alrighty. Are you recording? No, this is not. Who's that? That's not Kevin. Is to destroy the French. I think my face just looks different with a mustache. And you guys are not used to it. Let us go here and we say God. Denis, my man. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing this all night. Gotta go. Have a good night. Thank you very much. We very, very, very truly appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Can we get a praise be for our boy Denis in chat? Getting everybody fully, all the chatters pretty much are getting free subs for a month. But it's very truly appreciated. It's not expected, but we do very much appreciate it. What are we looking for? Ah, there we go. Let's see. Which I thought we were doing a bad job. It turns out we might be doing an okay job, you know? Do I look different? I guess I kind of do. So that's, Can we get this to go away, though? Person to absorb a lot of the French hate, la haine, as they say in French. I guess my face does look thicker with a beard on it. Thank you for that distraction. We can go back playing. It does look a little thicker. It makes my face look fuller, which I never really thought about, to be honest. Speaking of thinking about things, Scotland, can I have my lands back? No. Alan, no problem. Thank you for your continued support of the channel as well. We're going to come back from Austria. We can now... How much money are we making? Not that much money. Still hemorrhaging cash. Advisor cost, fort maintenance. I think it's also our fleet. Our treasure fleet was doing numbers. Or our trade fleet was doing numbers. So we got to go protect in... Let's see. Let's run a test. I think Novgorod makes more sense to pull from. We'll see in a second how much that changes. If it's like 3.4, it's not insignificant. Memel is Lithuanian? It is Lithuania. Oh. Diplomatic insult from the Danes. I don't think the Danes understand how much firepower we've just gained. We're going to delete that. Hopefully that changes some stuff. It did not as much as I would like it to have. Koenigsberg. Let's just pop these up so we don't have to fight the rebellions that pop in there. When is this up? September? Lithuania is still friends with them. And with you, when are we able to fight you? 72. And our financial woes just continue to grow. Um, 0.6 isn't bad. Let's see if anybody else wants us to share. No. 3.38. We have a guy here. And 70. Okay. All right. Well, I think we speed 5 for a little bit. Wait for all of our cores to come in. Hopefully that Where's all this money? It's army maintenance. Yeah, it's always army maintenance. It's causing us tons of issues. We can get some prestige. Innovation isn't that important. We can continue to also curry favor with some people, which I think, especially with Lithuania, who is gonna fight us. If, unfortunately, this is a bad thing to say, but it's gonna happen as soon as I say it out loud. If Novgorod, if Muscovy goes after Novgorod, we have to jump in. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose out on some of this opportunity of this free land that is technically accepted culture to us too. Which a lot of it is. Damn. How's this going? Would they take a royal marriage? 3 reasons. What is this? Might be worth just throwing out in case we get it. I know we'd be way above our limit. But Poland wants it? Okay, yeah. We are so far ahead on Miltech, but everything else we are not. We're still only on Tech 3 for administrative, which is, that's a problem. That's like a huge problem, to be honest. But, I mean, that's what happens when you keep expanding so quickly. But our first idea group is probably going to be quality, I think. Quality is usually the go-to. Just getting my military together to go fight these guys. Let's summon a diet, make sure that we're good. We are good. Less than 1% overextension. I think that's the goal. Because we've pretty much been jumping from overextension to overextension. And they'll be done in a couple years. And we take on more debts. Rooting at corruption, and let us see. Will they take a royal marriage? The answer is no. Damn. I thought it was like 3 reasons why. They must have rivaled Austria or England recently, so that's unfortunate. I'm not really understanding what this mission we took is, but let's look at it. So the one for complete the mission, do we have that causes belli on them? No. Do we have to take all that land to get that CV? One of the following, and then we get restore union. Okay, I see. One of the following must be true. All of the following must be true. Poland rulers a... Oh, okay. So we have to do the support air thing. I see. How do you... Is that still a thing? No. Well, we'll see. Let's look at the disputed crowns. Lithuania is one of them. He's an 18-year-old, and upon his death, one of our family member would take over. Dude, getting Lithuania as a PU would be amazing. I don't think it's gonna happen because we just just doesn't happen very often. But if we get our favor, if we curry enough favor, we can always do request, spend 90 favors in exchange for installing a member of the dynasty as their heir. So let's get to, we are at 26. I mean, it's not completely impossible. It's just like very much not likely to happen. Let's destroy this. All right, so all the major trade centers in our trade node are under our control or one of our vassals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're pretty much all under our control. And we got a couple from Novgorod. I would say all in all pretty good. Our expansion in the HRE has not been great because, one, the Austrians won't let us do it. But that's not the worst thing to be happening. I would like to get our land from Gotland. Poland says they would do that. Alrighty. So it looks like right now there's an uneasy like peace between these three. Which achievement are you going for? We're trying to do the Sweden is not overpowered, and then we're also trying to do the Protestant League, and then we're also trying to become the Emperor of the HRE, which that one's kind of a long shot at this point, seeing as we don't have any of the voters as our allies. Might be able to do it with time, because right now we've become too big to join the HRE. We need 289 opinion. We had a window, and I forgot that the window closes after you gain too much land. But, I mean, we can still probably try. Let's see what the annexation time is. It's 4 years for that. We could attack. Poland would say yes, but I think for now we need to just work on our finances and get all that figured out. Okay, sorry. How many loans do we have? 4? Not great. It's not great, but at least we have no, we're about to have no overextension for the first time in like a long time. The one thing is our technology is super behind. Our admin tech is woefully behind. It's on 4. Because I've been expanding and getting admin or coring so much stuff. Estonia is about to pop off. Let's have these guys come together. How's our money now? 4 gold. Okay, so now we are... I was about to say we should start making real money here soon. I don't understand this revolt system. If they're not actually going to go put down revolts, then what are we doing? Okay, we can grant another general with 70 tradition. Hell yeah. Oh my Lanta. A 3-6-3-2? When can we fight the Danes? I'm trying to fight the Danes. Poland, Lithuania would join against the Austrians. No. Darn. Because, like, the dream is the overpoweredness of Sweden. And we're, for the most part, we're missing, obviously, a couple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 provinces. Unfortunately, a lot of them are within the empire. So we can't do much about that. 72. I think it's 72 with you as well, yeah. I think Poland's eventually going to become an enemy too, which sucks, but it's just inevitable with our situation how it is. Muscovy is been put in its place. I don't think they're going to be expanding anytime soon. I'm concerned about the Ottomans moving up into this region because they usually try to grab Genoa and Crimea. And that's just not having a border with the Ottomans at any point is just it's just not fun. They'll take a royal marriage. I'll see how that goes. Maybe we can get the Burgundian inheritance. It does put us over our limit by 2. Wonder if we can get a... We don't have it, do we? No, I have at least 2 vassals, marches, or personal unions. Nope. Well, the Genoese or the Burgundians are fighting the French, so there is a possibility that the inheritance happens soon. So, depending on that situation, we might get a personal union there. Denmark has unified more of their lands. I think we just chill and wait and see. I'm so bad at waiting and seeing and chilling. I just want to keep moving forward. Our peace with France, or truce with France is over. Yeah, Burgundy's getting their ass kicked right now. Von Württemberg. Wow. So much for the house. Wow, Württemberg got rid of the Habsburgs somehow. That's crazy. So the Habsburgs are going to die out, or at least not die out, but not going to be the same as they once were. Making 5 ducats, which is massive. Lithuania wanting to join this war is less than ideal. All right, let us go. I think quality is our first one we'll take. We're not going to do mercenaries, right? And we're not doing aristocracy. Offensive doesn't make sense. Or we could go and what was I thinking of doing? I mean, diplomatic would be nice too, but quality is just a good quality. Yeah, it's quality. Okay. Are we at our limit or almost at our limit? Are there any wonders in our area? There is this one that we should probably in the future work on. This we can undo so we can stop paying as much. And this one too. So we should be making at least 0.5 more, right? Yeah. A whole ducat more again. Because I think we need money. Yes, we do need money to pay back all of these loans that we have. 443 gold in debt, don't worry. Italian wars. Minus 25 reform or stab. We can lose 25 reform for now. Reform's important, but it's not so much that it's needed. All right. The problem with our current situation is that Lithuania is preventing us to expand. But we could fight the Muscovites. Looks like our king has died. And we have a new king, 521 Karl. Carl. Um. 521. He's okay. He gives at least stability bonuses. I feel like we had a 555. That was really nice. Okay. I think we can come back from all these ones and start doing more allies. And we can't annex you until 70. So wait on that. What can we utilize? Should we attack into the Empire? Poland says no now. We could have done it with both of them, but I don't think pissing off Austria that hard is smart. How's England doing? They are slowly... I'm surprised Scotland hasn't been devoured by them, but I think it's because France hasn't done their thing. Surprised the inheritance hasn't popped either. Is France at war with Burgundy right now? This distinctly feels like a situation where they will cause it to happen. Unfortunately, our shit. The one site that I should have looked before we. Oh, that wasn't it. The one place that I don't want the enemy to have rebels pop, did pop, and now we're gonna have to go siege that fort back down. Must that be a lesson to everybody here? Damn. At least we got a sick general to deal with it. Sad news. Did that say? No. Okay, there's only 400 of them, so send. Let's grab more of these guys, and then start attacking those rebels. As for our other expansion plans, we can move into Novgorod, but I'm fine with having them right now. There's no real rush to get them, especially because Muscovy's kind of on the back foot and is consistently going to be on the back foot. I'd much rather get Denmark squared away. So maybe we wait for our CB with Denmark and Prussia, co-belligerent them, and then dominate both of them. Take all of Prussia away from him. Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan. We'll take our navy out here. Does our navy need to get bigger? I would say possibly. So let's go and build slightly more galleys. Maybe like that many more? 6 more? How's our cash flow right now? 1.7, but I think a lot of that is still going to army maintenance. Lithuania would fight them. We can do claim Norway. How long until that CB goes away? Can you see how long a CB exists? I guess normally if you like forming Scandinavia, no. We could, but it wasn't really part of the plan. The plan was to the CB is 30 years. Yeah, and I forget exactly when we clicked that. Yeesh. We still have not taken any German coastlines. But we will take more Prussia. ranked better than 4. Right now we're ranked better than, we're at 5. So once we take a little bit more land, we can probably do it. Do you have plans to colonize America? I wasn't really planning on it. To be honest, I don't like the colonization mechanics. My biggest gripe with it is that I don't really get, sometimes you run into issues where you're like constantly dealing with rebels in the New World, like, and you just don't know. I just don't know how to deal with that. And that's probably on me. Let's just get a couple more there. All right, so the plan is step 1, take both Prussia and Co at the same time. Gotland is owned by us, or we build a market here in, yeah, I can build a market here. Restream bot carrying chat, literally and figuratively carrying chat betwixt the people. God, our nobility is just tough. That's fine. June of next year, and I think we can start annexing you. And of course, you aren't topped off. That's fine though. September was the timeline, anyways. Speaking of topping off relationships, let's do this, and let's do this. What is this first one? Legitimacy and possible policies. Our legitimacy does keep like fluttering up and down. I think our fleet will be big enough to deal with these boys. We'll see though. It's possible not. Splendor. Let's do aggressive expansion, because we are doing a lot of aggressive expansioning. Shadow King 9122, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? Do you guys like my new little follow thing? It used to be, I don't know, it used to be just a picture of Bruce, and then I realized you could make GIFs in DaVinci Resolve, so then I learned how to. Topped it off, that's what she said. Fuck. Got my ass so good. I've been gotten, chat. Oh mein Gott. I've been gotten. Send everybody to this tile over here, so we can all have a nice little chit chat. They have 1 boat, and then they have 4 troops. I wonder if the Danes are like, why are the Swedes just forming up their whole navy in our tile? I guess I've never actually been to this part of Europe, so I don't know how big. I imagine it's pretty massive, but like, this seems like, what, a couple miles across? Doing good. Seems to have some delay though on the stream. Really? It seems like we're fine on our side, but it also might be through Restream. Also, there is also a slight delay on between me talking and it coming to you, but it also could be my internet's not happy with me. That's always a possibility. Yeah. I didn't realize it's 3 o'clock already. Fuck. Time flies when you've been streaming for 2 hours and 20, well, 3 hours. But okay. So, annexation of this can begin as soon as we want it to. This truce is now up with Muscovy. We could pop off on Muscovy. That's always especially because they're not feeling so hot. We could pop off on Muscovy, and then immediately attack Gotland. That might be the move. Let's see. Unfortunately, Gotland has a lot of people still there. But we have a 3-star general. Do you think we can do it? Should we fight Muscovy A to pull in the Lithuanians? And then we can get Gotland for free. I think that can be another war. We don't need to do that one specifically. And Novgorod has mad people. Why? I don't know. They're just mad. Bernardo, thank you for the follow. Why did our cash flow all of a sudden just die? Army maintenance? Port maintenance? A little bit of both, a little bit of none of them. All right, we're catching up on tech, which is nice. Let's get these guys in here. And we'll send them down here. Yeah, what happened to our money? It's strange. Sometimes things happen where we were making decent, like 2, 3. Was it maybe trade has changed a little bit? Let's look at trade real quick. Seems like we're making more money in trade. Especially if we did this. We'd probably start even making a little bit more. Let's start annexing these guys. We can come back from here. And we have guys in the area. Deal with that. How much more trade are we making now? Just a little bit less, surprisingly. Do you recommend buying this, buying EU4 and the DLCs, or wait for EU5? I would say if you have any interest in playing EU4, it'd be a good time to pick it up, especially because EU5 is still this nebulous idea in the future that might be coming in this year, it might be coming next year. I think there's still a lot more time left with EU5, so I wouldn't be holding my breath if I were you about EU5. Okay, how much money? I think it also doesn't help that our dudes are always mad at us. So let us see if we can change that. Let's do it this one. Our stability's also not been upgraded. What have I been? We don't have any stab. Let's do one more. Okay, so that should, yeah, our stab coming down actually did affect us a little bit. And we lost an advisor too. And unfortunately we get hit with corruption. God damn it. Okay. June. Sweden is no longer a valid rival, blah, 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 blah. Let's have this guy here. We're going to try to take all this Prussian land, if possible. If not, it's, yeah. We're going to fight these boys about it. All right. Time to deck. We can call in Austria. We can call on Austria later, and then we can also co-belligerent Denmark. What is co-belligerent doing? The enemy is not considered a co-belligerent. This will not be able to call their allies and will be twice as expensive to take their provinces. Let's do that one. Because they only bring in like one extra person. Let's do this, and then we're going to try it. Oh, God. We're getting cheated on again. They keep cheating on us. All the wives in the game. Yesterday we were playing as Scotland, and we just, for whatever reason, our character just kept getting cheated on. It was kind of sad. We'll do this. And then we can wait a second. Okay, do that, and then let's go ahead and wait one more second. Oh, and our troops are getting attacked. Great. Great, great. Because I freaking wasn't paying attention, and now there's Norwegian troops there. What the damn, my perfectly laid plans have fallen apart. Well, at least the Austrians are here now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that all the way over there. Let's just grab all this land before they do. And then nobody else will be able to grab the land. They're trying to siege that down. That's fine. I think once we get our navy all together, we'll be able to take these guys out. Because they only have, what, a couple ships right there? Who's coming? Who's moving in here? 2 ships. Let's have them retreat so that we can move them all out at the same time. Damn, they have 40 ships. So unfortunately, we actually took out 4 of their ships, which is nice. At least our navy's all in one area. Which does stink that we won't have naval superiority, I don't think. Oh, no, they're moving on. I don't know why. Probably after this war, we'll call it for today. It's been enough. It's been a long day. It's not been a long day. It's been a long enough day, I think. All right. What are the Austrians doing? As usual, the Austrians are just marching around. I swear the Austrians in this version of themselves just want to march. They just want to march their troops up and down and up and down and up and down and around with no real. They're just doing it for the lulz, just trying to get the steps in. To be honest, they're all about their steps. All about those steps. Ain't that right? We could, shit. Alright, let's try to ski-daddle as soon as we can retreat. I don't want to lose all of our ships. Don't think we lost one. We didn't. We once again took 2 of their ships, which is crazy. Unfortunately, they somehow snuck around our... Did they get access through... How did they walk through our fort to get to our capital? That doesn't make any sense to me. Will they peace out? Not yet. Okay. sieging our capital, which sucks, but we can send a guy. We can send the guys to deal with it. Hopefully this ends so we can transport our one general who's a 3-star up here. Yep, perfect timing. So we'll get our 3-5. That's the one. That is the one. And then we'll send Magdeburg. Still wants to play. Okay. I wonder if we can take this land, or if the Austrians. This is probably going to piss off the Austrians if we take this land. Norwegians are trying to finagle out of this. Yeah, the AI keeps doing this thing where they take one piece of land, or try to take a piece of land, and then instead of actually taking it over, they just step there for a little bit and are like, "Oh, just kidding, we're done. We're done trying to siege that," even though we've already started the siege process. You done? No. Getting these guys out would be nice because they have actually a kind of a large fleet. How many people do we need? That's a 3-star? Damn. We need 9 to take that. Slow game. Slow game. Let's go fight this army with our 2nd best general. Cool. Do you still want to be in this? The answer is yes. These guys are sick pups. Everybody wants to be in these wars still. Now he wants out. Great. So that's 10 less ships we have to deal with. And then we can do the same over here. Probably threaten his capital, and he'll be like, "Oh no, they're threatening our capital." And then they'll give up. Five reasons, so close. We can lose a claim on Danzig. It's fine. We'll be getting that land anyways here in a second once we take it. Okay. It's time to make our move on their capital. Damn. Are we crushing their fleet? Yeah, I think we are crushing their fleet. Did we lose? We lost 1 ship. Awesome. All right, time to move in. Absolutely destroy. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. It's been a fun day. It's been a chill day. Vibes have been relaxed, which is... There's a time and a place for being turn up. But now would love for my lovely ally to start sieging all this land down. But instead, he's going to chase this army of troops so he can stack wipe them. If he stack wipes them, so I take everything... Oh, no. He did not stack wipe them. Now he'll stack wipe them? No, they got that bump. No. Stack wipe them. Nope. Lulu, I know. I'm sorry. Do you gotta go potty? You probably gotta go potty. This war is almost over. Oh, the Burgundian succession happens. This may lead to war. And we're among the Burgundian section were among the possible options they went, and what they went with comes. Who got it? I don't think anybody got it. Oh, France is getting French. Oh, that's not great. The French are taking unification serious. That's problems. Goddamn French. What is Lithuania doing? They're in this war. Got it. Please just get us out of these wars. Please, no more. Just give in. Who's this going to? Poland, I see. If Poland takes any of those lands, that'd be crazy. Our legitimacy now goes up and possible policies once each. Gotland has been on the tirade path. Take that. Awesome. Alrighty. So if we wanted to do the peace deal of, can we do that deal? Or is that not possible? We would have had to specifically ask for that deal. How much is the 50% one? Yeah, huge. I should have rested my fleet. So let's go up here. This guy probably wants out, right? No, they don't. They never want out. They all just want to continue these dumb wars. Urbanization. Would love to pay money for a bunch of free points. So can we get... We must have had to use our CB on them. Because, like, we don't have that CB where it was like, take them. Yeah. But we can transfer them in the future, maybe, if we so are inclined. What would this look like if I went like boom, and then boom, 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 boom? People wouldn't be happy, but I'd be happy. All right, we don't need to do that. Jesus, 524 days later. Can I have all your wealth? Thank you. Now do the same thing over here. Repay that loan, extend that loan. Let's go to this little island. Drop our boys off. So we can take this. It's probably going to cause a lot of hubbub. We probably should get this deal done before we lose a bunch of Diplo points. All right, Friesland, give me your money and war reps. Thank you. All right, so it's just the two guys who have no will to continue fighting this war. Transfer Tade, war reps, give up claims, Swedish vassal. That would be something. We can't give any of this to the AI, and I want this, and I want this. Lithuania would still join that war. Should we try to get all our bonuses out of this as quickly as possible? One of our house members will join. We still have a royal marriage, right? Yeah. Do we have any more favors with them? We have 26. Let's make them reduce opinion with Lithuania. Why am I doing that? Just because I think they shouldn't be friends. Or maybe Austria. Can't do that either. Boom, 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 boom. All right. They say this is a bad idea. And I say, I don't care about your ideas. We get tech. Probably not smart to have taken that right as this massive peace deal is about to happen. All right, we can come back from this one. That's for sure. I'll take that. And then I'll take... Why don't I take a shit ton of money from you? War reps and this. The game says no. What about less money? That's fine. And then you, on the other hand, will be taking all this. And that. It's a nice blue area right there. Area. Memo will get some stuff. And then we get a bunch of CBs on some other land. Cool. All right. I think for now, this might be where we end for today. I think that makes the most sense. It's going to be a couple of years before we start doing anything else. We'll have all these guys walk all the way down here. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much. We'll probably be back on tomorrow. Probably around the same time. Oh, that's not the one we wanted. Around midday, doing the thing we do. Playing some more of this save. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Let's go see on Twitch who's playing games so we can go find you a home. So that you may raid. Following. Anybody I know who's playing stuff. Chatter is Double Dragon. Age of Wonder is a pretty fun game. If you have never played it, it is another Paradox game. It is all about fantasy, and it's kind of a 4X fantasy game. You should check it out. It's pretty fun. We're going to do this streamer I know. Her name's Can You Pass the Pie? She's pretty fun. I think she's really knowledgeable when it comes to Age of Wonder. So check her out.